Hi dolls, welcome back to the beauty room, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be showing you my foundation routine. So if you are interested in learning how I apply my foundation and the steps that I take, please stay tuned and keep on watching. So I'm starting out with the bare face, and then I'm going to moisturize with my Pond's moisturizing cream. The primer that I'm going to use is the Farsali Skintune Blur Primer, and it just kind of blurs out all my pores. So now I'm just going to add a little bit more moisture to my face using the Urban Decay's All Nighter Finishing Spray. Next is foundation. So I have to use two foundations. Reason being is because my neck is a little bit darker than my face, so I always have to use something that matches my skin tone perfectly and something that's a little bit darker that matches my neck. So I'm taking the Covergirl Trublend Matte Made Foundation and then the Marc Jacobs foundation. I'm going to list everything down below, and I'm taking that with a Morphe brush, and I'm just going to basically pat that into my skin and keep packing it on until I feel like I am satisfied. I tend to go for a more full coverage look, so I'm just gonna pack it on until I'm comfortable. Then after that, you're gonna see me use a beauty blender just to smooth out any spots that I might have missed with the brush. Now it's time for concealer. Okay, so I'm gonna use the Fenty 390 concealer. I showed both of them, but I only actually ended up using one, and then I also used the Huda concealer as well. 370 wasn't as light as I thought it would be to give me an actual highlight, so I ended up switching to use the Huda. Okay, so that's what you're gonna see me do here. Then I'm gonna take a Sephora concealer brush. I forgot which number it is, but I'm gonna take that. I like to use this more than the beauty blender for under my eye. It just really gets and smooths out everything. Like it hits every spot under my eye. I'm not even like dragging that. Like it does hit every spot. It's time to bake, bitches. Okay, so I'm going to use the Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Blondie. I'm taking this flat angled foundation brush to set that concealer. I like to use this brush because it's more precise and more detailed than the Beauty Blender is, and it leaves way less of a mess. To contour, I'm going to be using the Maybeline Super Stay Foundation Stick in the shade Mocha 360. I'm just going to take that above my cheekbones, under my lip to appear to have, fuller lips. I'm also going to contour my nose with this as well. Now I'm going to take the MAC 187 brush to blend out that contour. This brush is kind of like a stippling brush basically, so I'm just using that. I'm going to pat and move up and down and try to follow the natural, my natural cheekbone. I'm not going all the way down to my lips. I don't want to have crazy lines everywhere, so I'm just taking my time and I'm blending this up and down, patting it. It's very repetitive, but I want to blend it out and smooth it out as much as possible. Now taking a small angled fluffy brush. This brush is from Morphe. There's no product on this brush whatsoever. I'm taking that to wipe off my setting powder that I had put on previously. Then after that, I'm a little extra, y'all, so I felt like my contour was not enough. So you're gonna see me go back in with the Maybelline stick just to add on a little bit more. I know I'm so extra, but yeah, it's gonna look good. Now I'm going to take my damp beauty blender to go over any harsh lines that I may have gotten when I was doing the contour. So I'm just taking that and I'm going to blend it out until I'm satisfied with the way that it looks. I don't want any harsh lines, but I do like my contour to be a little more strong. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to set all of that beauty with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. To give me an airbrush effect and to add a little tan to my skin, I'm going to use a different Huda Beauty setting powder. This is in the shade Cinnamon Bun, and I'm taking a Morphe E58 brush, and I'm just going to pat that. Oh my gosh, my dog is the worst. He waits till I start recording to start barking. I do apologize for that. But I'm taking the E58 brush and I'm just patting that on. I want to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. It looks airbrushed. There's no harsh lines. It looks like my skin tone. So that's what I'm doing here. I applied my mascara and false lashes off camera. Now I'm taking this F.A.R.A.H powder brush and I'm using the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the sculpting shade. I'm going to take that and then this is going to act as my bronzer and sculpt, I guess. So I'm just going to pat that onto my cheekbones. Wherever I applied this Maybelline Super Stay, that's where I'm going to put the Black Radiance sculpting shade. I felt as though it wasn't enough because, again, guys, I am so freaking extra and enough is just never enough. So after that, I'm going to go on with MAC's Dark Deepest shade. I try not to use this too much because it can get very orangey. So I just used that on top of the Black Radiance and then it gave me the effect that I was looking for. So that's why I used it. We're almost at the end, guys, so I'm gonna take my favorite highlighter right now. This is Ofra Beam the Haters, and I'm just taking a small fan brush from Sephora. I'm gonna place this highlight a little bit above my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, and where my Cupid's bow is. I'm not using a lot because you don't need a lot of this highlighter. It's very, very pigmented. When I'm looking straight on, you can't see the highlight, but when I turn my face, honey, yes, that's when you see that glow and that beautiful glow, and it's so pretty and it looks really good on my skin. And here is the finished look. I'm just gonna add some more setting spray because I want my makeup to last me all damn day. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Again, all of the details will be listed below. I hope you dolls join me for the next beauty room video. Bye.